Hello, welcome back to another recap. Oh my god, you guys, the energy might be low in this video because it is 6:30 a.m. Tuesday morning. It's Halloween, bitches. Why the hell am I up so early? Well, I did a mini vlog that I'm going to post on my Patreon, so you can find out there, all right? I finished watching The Last Resort just now, the second half, and I'm ready to talk about it. So let's talk about it. I had to put a bark collar on my dog because it's, super early in the morning, and once she starts barking, she will not stop, and I do not want to get noise complaints from my neighbors again. I have neighbors who hate my dogs because they're just like two little yappy, annoying motherfuckers. There's this old couple upstairs. Every time I run into them, my dogs bark. They're like, "Wah, wah, 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 wah." And they just give me the nastiest stare. They give me and my dogs a nasty stare. And I always apologize. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, what am I supposed to do? I try to cover my dog's face and mouth and get them to shut the fuck up, but they won't listen. So I turn around so that the dogs aren't facing them. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. And they literally look at me like this. Oh my god, I said I was sorry. What do you want from me? So anyway, let's talk about The Last Resort, the finale, the final episode. It is so sad. Okay, I never thought I'd enjoy this show so much. And it was a very nice surprise. I mean, it was a fun journey. And now we've made it to the end together. So the episode begins with Angela talking to Michael about how she misses her CKs from him. Okay, CK stands for Coochie Kisses. Then we see Kalani telling Asuelu that she wants a divorce as soon as they get home, but she's never going to keep him from his kids, and he's literally welcome anytime. He can stay whenever, for however long. I mean, he is literally family. So she just wants to focus on maintaining their friendship and their co-parenting ship. I'm just so happy she's leaving. She deserves so much better and so much more. It may not be Dallas, but I feel like he's a necessary step towards the right direction for her. It's the final group therapy. Angela's the only one in a good mood. Everybody's sad because they fought with their partners. I mean, how is it that Angela and Michael came out of this whole entire season and this therapy resort as winners? They're literally the winning couple. How did that happen? What in the world? So in therapy, there's a lot of tension because that boat fight just happened. And then the therapist finally learned what happened, how Jovi and the guys went to the strip club and how he reached out directly to his past stripper friend that he had a romantic getaway with years ago. And Yara just feels ashamed and embarrassed that he would do that to her and to disrespect her so much in public for the world to see. And they try to get Yara to talk about it, but she doesn't want to talk about it. She's like, you know what? I don't want to trash talk my husband. He is my husband. He is the father of my children. And I just don't want to do this right now, especially in public. So then Jovi apologizes to her and she's like, whatever. And the therapists are like, have you thought about forgiveness? Forgiveness? They just addressed what happened. What do you mean forgiveness? The whole time they were in the room, an hour ago, he never once apologized. He was just like, Yara, it was just for fun. Get over it. And he's only apologizing now because they're in the final group therapy and he probably just wants Yara to shut up and to move on. So he's like, I apologize for that. So Yara tells him, I haven't fully processed everything yet, so I just need some time. Now, Kalani and Asuelu, they announced to everybody that they are getting divorced. Asuelu can barely speak. He looks distraught. He looks sad. He looks traumatized. And Ed kind of said something pretty thoughtful. I was a little shocked, not gonna lie. He was like, Kalani, you're a beautiful, smart woman, so I'm not really worried about you. This is more for Asuelu. I know what you're going through, man. My daughter was 1 when I got through my divorce, and, she was really my strength, and I feel like your kids are gonna be your strength too, and things will get better. And I was like, oh, that was kind of nice. Therapy's over. The next morning, Dr. Jenny approaches Yara and does a one-on-one therapy session because Yara was super quiet and what's the word I'm looking for? And I have a brain fart. Okay, well, whatever. She was super quiet and it's normally not like her. God, I thought I had the word. Don't you hate when this happens? Let me drink a sip of coffee. By the way, I went to Starbucks this morning. I actually went right after they opened. Well, I'm never doing that again because my coffee tastes like fucking ass. Okay, I get this every single day. A venti iced blonde vanilla latte. I know what it tastes like. I can taste it without even drinking it. You know how when you know how something tastes and you can taste it literally when you're not even having it? So imagine my surprise when I drank it and it tasted like shit. Ugh, but it was $6.70, so I gotta drink it. By the way, I am cutting off Starbucks, but I had a gift card, so I was just trying to use it up. So the doctor and Yara have the one-on-one, and she finds out that Yara carries a lot of guilt and shame for the things that her husband does, and like other people in her life do. And the doctor was trying to find, is she even a doctor? I don't know, whatever. Dr. Jenny or therapist Jenny, she tries to find out why Yara carries so much shame all the time. And she quickly finds out it's because of how she grew up and how her parents kind of shamed her for everything. And I can kind of relate. Not necessarily that my parents, well, yeah, let's not talk about that. So after therapy, Yara confronts Jovi about how she feels and how she's super insecure every time he goes to the strip club. And she feels like he's choosing the strippers over her. And she feels even more insecure about her body and her looks. And it's just not good. And Jovi was like, wow, I didn't realize it affected her that much. So he makes a promise that he will never step foot into a strip club ever again unless it's with her. And she's like, you know what, Jovi, don't make a promise that you can't keep. Okay, just don't. So it's the day of the recommitment ceremony and everybody's getting ready and the women gather in Angela's room. They're all hyping each other up, complimenting each other, rooting for each other. And I just loved seeing all of them get along. I really am a sucker for this. I eat this shit up every single time. Every time people are getting along and they're vibing. I just love it. I love it. I can't help it.
You're smart.
Yes.
You're kind. You're hilarious. And your personality outshines your outside. And look at your outside. You're like the whole package.
At one point, Angela lets the girls try on her hair extensions and Kalani puts one on. And it was so funny. She was imitating Angela. She was like,
Michael. Michael, what are you doing? You playing me for a fool, Michael.
oh, that was so funny. Okay, so here's a really quick recap of what happened at the recommitment ceremony. So Angela goes up first with Michael on the iPad and she shows him the divorce papers. She was like, you know, Michael, I came to this retreat with these divorce papers. And then she rips him up and says she loves him so much and he loves her so much and they love each other so much. And then she realized that it wasn't just Michael who needed to do the work. It was her too. She has some anger problems. And I was like, wow, hashtag self-awareness. That's weird. I didn't expect this from Angela.
Because she's an American, a land of the free.
Like I said before, I cannot believe they ended up coming out as the winning couple. Like, nobody expected this on their bingo card. This is very strange. I just know the producers and everybody on that show are dying, literally about to die, waiting for Michael's visa to get approved. Where is his green card? Please, who do I need to talk to get Michael into America? What is taking so damn long? Let him in, okay? And I need to see Michael in America. I just need a season of Michael adjusting to America. I really do. I really want to see that. Next is Kalani and Asuelu, and they commit to being great friends, great co-parents, and she's still having such a hard time with this. She's crying, she feels guilty, she feels so bad, and she feels like a huge disappointment for giving up. And that sucks that she has to feel that way. It's definitely because of how she grew up and her culture. And even when she wanted to get a divorce in the past, her dad was like, don't give up. You know, you're better than this. Don't get a divorce. So I feel so bad, but hopefully she's doing much better now. Jovi and Yara are next, and the editing makes it kind of seem like Yara was thinking about not committing to him this whole time, but come on, we all know that they're still together. Their speeches to each other were sweet. They obviously love each other, and they want to work on their marriage, so, you know, no relationship is perfect, right? Last but not least, or is it least? Last and least, it's Ed and Liz. And of course, in true Ed fashion, he starts his speech with a joke. He's like, Liz, I just want you to know how lucky you are to have found such a catch. She's not about it. She's like, God, here we go again. And then he gets serious. He's like, you've made me a better father, a better son. You make me want to be a better person. Blah, 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 blah. And thank you for not giving up on me. Even though I broke up with you 13 times, you never left. You always stayed by my side, or you always came running back to me. And thank you for that. Will you marry me? And she's like, oh, wait, Ed, I'm going to answer this question after my speech. So then she starts her speech and she's like, Ed, Thank you for being such a great father figure to my daughter Riley. Like, you are the best and she loves you so much. Like, please know that. I know we have a lot of communication problems, but I know we're gonna get through them, okay? So, will you marry me? And she whips out a ring and everyone's like, oh my God. And Ed is like, oh baby, where'd you get that?
Will you marry me?
Oh my God!
How did you get that?
And he accepts her proposal and they hug and they kiss and blah, blah. Everybody's so happy. Now, mark my word. He's going to throw this back in her face someday. And he's going to say, remember that time you proposed to me? Like, you made me feel so small. You made me feel like not a man, you know? The man is supposed to propose. Like, he's going to throw that in her face. I promise you. Okay? I promise you he will. By the way, I totally fell asleep in the middle of this episode. Not only was I so tired, but I felt like this episode dragged on and on and on. And I was like, what the is going on? Well, no wonder it felt so long. It was 2 freaking hours with commercials. Normally the show is only an hour. I don't even think we needed the first entire hour of this episode. We should have just gone straight to the recommitment ceremony and then ended it after an hour. Now, at the very end of the finale, Ed invites everybody to their wedding. Woohoo! Including Jovi. Yeah, they make up, they call a truce, and Jovi even gives him a kiss.
Is that me included?
Hell yes.
All right.
Jovi, I love you.
Let's put all the bull behind us and let's start fresh.
Ugh, I hate how much I eat this shit up. Seriously, I can't help myself when people are happy and they're getting along, and I just love it. I love, okay? They're all drunk, they're all happy, and everybody's best friends now. So I thought it was a great ending. I loved it. Angela grabs Jovi one last time to assault him, and then she decides to assault us, the audience, and Michael with her coochie dance. And everyone's kissing each other. Jovi's kissing Ed, Yara's kissing Kalani, everybody's best friends, and it's all a big love fest.
Yara, just give me a little kiss.
Kisses are going strong tonight. Uh-oh. Okay.
Cheers!
The last dance scene, though, woo! There was tons of sexual tension. I guess we're gonna see Ed and Liz's wedding next. On whatever show's next. Where do you think their wedding's gonna air? They're probably gonna be back on Happily Ever After, right? Listen, I know Ed and Angela suck, but you know what? They give great TV, so I'm gonna keep on watching. Sorry. Well, that's it for the recap. What did you guys think of this season? Of this new show? I think it was a huge fat success. I hate that I enjoyed it so much. I found it super entertaining, and I just love the premise of the show that different couples from different seasons of different spin-offs get together in one show, and they have to interact and they have to go through challenges and work out problems together. I just love it. I cannot wait for the next season of the show. So producers, please get working, get producing on season 2 of The Last Resort. All right, you guys, let's see. Today's Tuesday, Halloween. Let me know if you're dressing up or celebrating, y'all. I am not. Okay, this is my costume, and this is me celebrating. Yeah, if you're dressing up, let me know what you're dressing up as, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!